Hello horse racing fans, and welcome back to a very special video. To celebrate 1,000 subscribers, I decided to make a very special video about something very broad but very interesting to me. The speed of the racehorse. Now that's a very broad topic, but here's how we're going to slice it. I'm going to be talking about the 5 fastest racehorse breeds in the world, and how fast they can really go. I will talk about the top speed of the Arabian, the Appaloosa, the Paint, the Quarter Horse, and the Thoroughbred. And the way this will be calculated is through taking a look at the world and track record set by each breed. Whichever track or world record comes out to the fastest MPH for that specific breed is the official top speed for that breed of racehorse. So, without further ado, how fast are these racehorses? To start off our list, we will go with the slowest of the 5 breeds and move our way up. The first of which is the breed shaper itself, the Arabian horse. While it's incredibly influential and responsible for later breeds on this list, such as the Thoroughbred and the Quarter Horse, by comparison, the Arabian is slower. According to ArabianRacing.org, the fastest quarter of a mile distance run by a US Arabian on dirt is 23.4 seconds, which clocks to about 38.46 miles per hour. Not exactly as fast as you would expect. Surprisingly, though, the fastest Arabian speed I ever clocked was not at 2 furlongs, but instead at 3, with a 33-second 3 furlongs done by Nassem de Blaziet, which clocked in at about 40.9 miles an hour. This is the fastest that any Arabian has been recorded in the USA, and thus is the top speed for the Arabian at this moment. And while 40.9 miles per hour is comparatively slower than the other breeds, it is still quite impressive for a horse breed, and what it lacks in speed it makes up for with pure unrivaled stamina, with the biggest Arabian races not always being on oval tracks, sometimes being in 100-mile blistering desert endurance races. From stamina to sprinter, we now talk about the Paint Horse, one of a handful of sprint racehorse breeds in the USA. While not as popular or personable as the American Quarter Horse, Paint racehorses are still recorded running at the same distances, from 100 yards to 1,000 yards, and are still quite fast. According to the APHA, the fastest quarter of a mile ever run by a Paint racehorse was Judy Miss Banks, who ran the quarter of a mile in 21.217 seconds, which calculates to about 42.4188 miles per hour. Pretty fast. However, despite it being the fastest a paint horse has been recorded on record, Judy's Miss Banks actually did not win the race. The race in question was not exclusive to paint racehorses, being a mixed-breeded stakes race, so while the fastest paint horse at a quarter of a mile had come second, the fastest Appaloosa at a quarter of a mile finished first. The winner of this mixed-breeded race was named Major Tom, and he was no stranger to Appaloosa world records, already holding the record for 350 yards and 400 yards respectively. But his fastest world record was at 440 yards, or a quarter of a mile, where he ran the time in 21.05 seconds, over half a second faster than Judy Miss Banks, who held the world record for paints at the same distance. Major Tom's speed clocked in at about 42.75 miles per hour, but this isn't even the fastest that an Appaloosa has gone. Tied for that record is Just Like Mike and JJ Bob, who ran 2 furlongs, or about a quarter of a mile, in 20 4/5 seconds, which is about a fifth of a second faster than Major Tom ever did, and clocks in at about 43.26 miles per hour. Ah, the iconic Quarter Horse, the sprinters of horse racing, pure speed at the quarter of a mile. But just how fast can the Quarter Horse go at this signature distance? Well, it's definitely not 55 miles an hour like some sources try to erroneously claim, but it's still pretty fast. The fastest quarter of a mile ever done by a quarter horse was done in the 2009 New Mexico Championship Challenge by First Moonflash when he blazed across the track in 20.274 seconds, which equates to 44.3918 miles per hour. Incredibly fast to be sure, and originally I thought this was the fastest that any horse had ever gone at such a distance. However, after a last-minute checkup, I found one horse breed and one race that was faster at the quarter of a mile. The Thoroughbred, the textbook racehorse. When you think of the racehorse, you think of the Thoroughbred. You think of the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes. And for good reason. They are the most popular breed of racehorse, and the most popular horse racing events are run with Thoroughbred racehorses. But, are they the fastest? The answer is yes, they technically are. While the original Guinness Book of World Record holder Winning Brew only ran the quarter of a mile in 20.57 seconds, which is slower than First Moonflash, in 2020, a new record was set that completely changed everything. At Prairie Meadows, a horse named Drip Brew ran in a 2-furlong race. She was 6 years old, but she still had a lot of speed. She blitzed through the race, winning it by 1 3/4 lengths, and she crossed the line in 19.93 seconds. 2 furlongs, 440 yards, a quarter of a mile, in 19.93 seconds. A sub-20-second quarter of a mile. Never done before or since, not even by a quarter horse. And, if you're wondering how fast that is, that's 45.1581 miles per hour. This is the fastest that any racehorse has ever been recorded. And maybe someday we'll see it be broken. But for now, this is the top speed of the racehorse. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative and educational. I haven't really seen any other videos like this, so I hope you consider this video a breath of fresh air. Comment on other videos I should do, and see you guys next time.
I'm a discreet lady, closing slowly on the outside, though. It's going to be a battle, perhaps, with a 16 to go. Drip Brew stays in front, though. It's Drip Brew. I'm a discreet lady. One last charge. It is Drip Brew. She holds at 5/8.